single girl looks at the married woman like, man, she's got it all or she's got it made. But there are some married women that look at single women like me and may be envious of me. What's up, you guys? It's your girl Chantal the doll, and if you ever had any doubt, you are beautiful inside and out. If you are in your late 20s or you're single and don't want to be, and you don't find the beauty and the blessing in that, I have some pros for you, because I know you didn't got the question. When are you gonna get married? When are you gonna have kids? Too pretty to be single. And sometimes you feel like you have to rush in a relationship, or being single can be something that you're embarrassed about. Hey, baby, it's beauty in this. Child, I done wrote like 4 pages of notes. I got y'all, so if I'm looking down, let's go. Pro number 1. You are free. Freedom. You get to do what the hell you want to do without any explanation. You have nobody to answer to. You owe your loyalty to nobody. It is 110% okay to feel and become selfish. Let me tell you something. I enjoy my freedom. I'm a free-spirited person. I don't like feeling like I'm stuck somewhere that I don't want to be. I don't have to worry about somebody hovering over me, telling me what to do. And one thing people use relationships for, people use relationships as an outlet to control somebody else. It's not soulful, it's not about connection. People just want to tell you what the fuck to do and when to do it. If you really think about it sometimes. So me being single, I don't have to hear none of this shit. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't talk to them. Where do you think you're going wearing that? You know, dudes love to control what you do, who you are, and what you wear, and who you'll become in the future. Who are you texting? Are you texting some other guy? Who is you with? It's almost like you've traded out your parents for your spouse if they are very helicopter hovering vibes, or they want to control you. I know it's a lot of men, you know, kind of force women to kind of prove their love for them over and over again. You know, like, oh yeah, you know, if you really love me, you'll do this. Oh, well, I guess you must not want me then if you don't do this. Well, if you don't put up with this, I'ma leave. And I read a quote somewhere, and I don't even know where I got it from, so we're just gonna put unknown. And it says, sweetie, he doesn't love you. He loves the power he has over you. If you truly love a person, if you truly love them, should they do what you want them to do? Or they should do what they want to do. Not, oh, well, if you love me, you need to do what the hell I say and do what I want, when I want, whenever. So he doesn't love you. He loves the power he has over you, which leads me to pro number 2. Say it with me. INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that mean, man? A pro of being single is you become very self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying? Single women learn how to manage their dream, their job, and their money on their own. Sometimes I see some girls who are in relationships, and sometimes wives, they become extremely clingy and codependent and overly dependent on their men for everything. She has no freedom to do as she pleases, and she damn near don't know how to do nothing without him. Let me tell you something. When you sit around waiting for someone else to do it, sometimes you'll be sitting around forever. Or if a guy gives it to you, sweetie, he can take it away. So don't be sitting around begging and asking these niggas for nothing. Like, it is not guaranteed. Men will tell you anything to get you. I mean, anything. And then I learned that a lot of men love bomb. Like, I've been love bombed before, you know, and they'll be really nice up front, and then a couple weeks, a couple months, or a year later, you see the real him, and it's a complete character shift. You know, he's not as nice as he was before. I know a lot of women who they left their home state, or just, you know, drop their whole life for a guy. And he ain't doing that for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he don't really love you, he's not dropping his lifestyle, his life, leaving his home, his kids, none of that for you if he really ain't trying to put a ring on his finger. So I know a lot of women who've been put out. Like, girl, he just put me out on the street. Or you look up and he talking to other women. I know some girls watching this video like, well, I like being submissive. And, you know, and there's a part of me that thinks it's cute when, you know, a man takes charge and he's calling the shots, and you can kind of lay back and relax and just be the female. But sometimes it can be short-lived. It could be love bombing. And at the end of the day, something that an elderly lady told me is like, Chantal, you need to be a woman with a plan. Because you can look up and one day he'll love you and then the next day he does not. Too many heartbreak songs, too many breakup songs, too many examples. Divorce rate is 65%. People choose themselves at the end of the day. So even the day I do get married, I gotta have it in the back of my mind. If this dude switch up on me or we file for divorce, what's your next move? So I'm never going to give up my independence. I'm always going to manage my own money. I'm never going to stop following my dream. I will hold my own identity. Even if he's like, babe, chill out. I'll take care of you. I love you. Even when he does say stuff like that, in the back of my mind, I know I can't really pass all the power and just forget about my identity to quote unquote hold him down. Because let me tell you something. Holding somebody down can hold you back. Remember that. Don't ever let loyalty trick you into slavery. Because you'll think, oh, I'm being submissive. I'm listening to my man. I'm a loyal one. I'm a ride or die. I ain't going nowhere. And bitch, you gonna ride and die and die. You gonna ride and die. And then now what? Make sure you have your own life before you become somebody's wife. And that's what I'm doing. I'm building my own life. I got shit to do. And it's not being up under a nigga all day. What scares me the most about dating people and getting to know people is to know how fast people will switch up on you. You literally blink your eyes and they've changed. Or, a guy will ghost you in a minute. Or I may want a man, but I don't need one. And just in case this nigga say, oh, pack your shit, get the fuck out of my house. I have my own. Or I got money. So just in case you switch up, I'm not fucked up. That's basically what the self-sufficiency is. If you're with a guy and he pays for everything and you have no education, you have no business, you don't work, you don't do nothing, he puts you out to break up with you, now what? He off following his dreams and then he break up with you and you ain't followed yours. Who lost? You. So adding on to like why this is a pro for me, you kind of gain someone's respect when you have other shit to do. Like when a guy kind of knows you don't really need him like that, I think his respect for you goes up. You know what I'm saying? Men love playing hard to get. So if you're in the dating phase or you in a relationship, let that man miss you. Let him miss you. Stop chasing him all day. Stop blowing up his phone. It's kind of a turn off a little bit for somebody who's always available and they ain't got nothing else to do and they've just obsessing over you. Like, dang, she has no sense of self. Keep your identity and keep your sanity, which leads me into pro number 4. It's probably the most well-known pro of being single. You deal with less stress and drama. Relationships can be financially expensive, right? But we don't really bring up how emotionally expensive it can be. This person's on your mind all day, or they're working on your nerves, or you're arguing. We're dating people. We ask, what you bring to the table, how smart you are, and things like that. But we rarely ask people, what's your emotional IQ? You know what I'm saying? Like, how stable are you? People be crazy. We're all crazy, but people are like batshit crazy. Somehow you think you're going to get peace out of crazy. Those Jerry Springer episodes and more episodes, they're reality TV, but in reality, it is reality. We all know those couples, or maybe you're in a relationship where y'all know it was toxic. Constant infidelity. Now y'all arguing, fighting, busting tires, and, taking a bat to his car. The list goes on and on. We've all seen those toxic couples that fight. Look, just look at, I'm only going to name these people because they are the ones in the media right now. Just the toxic relationship of the year is just Blueface and Krishan. Like, I know so many couples like that. You love them, you hate them. You love them, you hate them. Like they're saying it's a thin line between love and hate, and they're not playing, y'all. The jealousy, the drama. You may argue because you caught them cheating, or they put their hands on you, or they're not doing what they used to do. But it could be the little stuff that you argue over. Oh, you left your socks on the floor. Oh, you're so dirty, you left the seat up. It's just a back and forth. Relationships can be financially and emotionally expensive. You guys, if you're in a toxic relationship or any relationship, it could wear you out. It could stress you out. It can cause you to be sick. Domestic violence is real. Crime of passion is real. We all know, we watch the news, we hear those stories. We probably even had people, family members, friends who've lost their life from a guy. Let me tell you something. You can literally lose your mind or lose your life because of a guy. So it's very serious who you choose to be with and who you choose to care for and who you choose to give your time to, because it's going to cost you something financially or physically or mentally. So before you attack me in the comments, or come at me, oh, you single, or you ain't got a man, you must not be happy. I know plenty of girls in relationships and they are miserable. But since they don't love themselves, they'll take crumbs. I'm not. I know a lot of relationships and a lot of women where after the relationship ended, is she better or is she bitter? I'm not stressed or depressed because of a guy. I've had my season of being stupid for a dude, and I ended up looking stupid. So, ladies, I just want us to we kind of got to be more logical when it comes to men instead of being emotional about it. Because our heart don't always lead us down the right path. And our brain kind of makes more sense. And trust your intuition. I know my worth. I love myself. Sometimes you got to heal before you end up in jail. Now you need a lawyer to get you out of jail because you done killed his ass. Like, girl, leave him before you kill him. The reason why you ain't glowed up, grew up, or came up is because of that nigga. Sorry. Another pro of being single is you get a chance to prioritize your career, your dreams. And this ties into the freedom and self-sufficiency. But God gave us all talents and dreams at birth, right? You know, when we were little girls, before we even knew what guys were and what sex was and what marriage was, we had a dream to be something, right? So it's kind of getting back to that little girl, that younger you, and not letting her down. Now, if your dream is to grow up and become a wife, I'm not talking to you. But if you want to open your own business, you want to be a singer, a dancer, you want to be a teacher, a doctor, you still have to carry out that mission with or without that guy. You don't want to be old, bitter, living with regrets because you put everyone else before yourself. You don't want to be that old, bitter lady, mad in the corner because you didn't pick you. Our life is expiring like right now. Some deaths are totally unexpected, you guys. So don't make the mistake to thinking, oh, I have another 50, 60, 70 years to live and I'm going to live to be 100. Don't make that error. Don't think that, oh yeah, I just got all the time in the world. And again, I'm not trying to speak harm or illness upon you, or I pray you make it home safe every day. Like I pray I make it home safe every day, but you honestly just don't know. And do you really want to get to the end of your life saying I didn't live my best life because I was stressed out over somebody else? So if you have dreams, follow them. If you have goals, pursue them. You can be selfish without guilt when you're single. I'm single and child free. I notice most relationships kind of bring up kids. And I notice like sometimes moms, they'll have that kind of mom guilt that, if they have to go to work or they have a meeting or they have to fly across country and they have to just be away from their kids, they'll kind of experience that mom guilt. Like, oh my God, I could be spending more time with my kids, but I have to work. Or, I have to, provide, so I can't spend a lot of time with my kids. And I don't have that. I don't have that guilt when I go do me and pursue my dreams. I don't have that. So that's a pro. It's all about me, 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 me. Here is another pro. So here's the thing. Just because you're not in a committed relationship, that doesn't mean you lack intimacy. Or people assume like, oh, you must not be getting none and you ain't getting it on. Hell, you know, you can date multiple people, girl. You can date multiple people and can't nobody tell you nothing. You can date multiple people, but make sure you protect yourself because that can backfire. So you can still get it on. If that doesn't work, let me tell you something. Go to the sex store. Get you a Bob. Get you a battery-operated boyfriend because those will save your life. And they are less stressful and they're like always available. Like it's just right there in your drawer. Or you can be like me now and be celibate. I'm not tempted into lust anymore. Lust doesn't control me. So that's the power of self-discipline and the power of God. That was it for my pro list of being a single woman in her late 20s. Because I know you didn't got the question. When are you going to get married? When are you going to have kids? You're too pretty to be single. And sometimes you feel like you have to rush in a relationship, or being single can be something that you're embarrassed about, or it's something you need to hurry up and get out of before you get all old and you're going to be all old with them cats and da-da-da-da. And it's like, baby, it's beauty in this. Child, you are probably better off, less stressed, and more blessed than the girl in that toxic ass bond over there, okay? You may not know that the girl that's married, she may be jealous of you. Some people feel like the single girl looks at the married woman like, man, she's got it all or she's got it made. But there are some married women that look at single women like me and may be envious of me, thinking I have the upper hand because I don't have nobody to answer to. You know, it's stress and pressure taking care of other people. And that's exactly what you're going to do when you're married. So please like, comment, and subscribe. If there anything I missed, or if you have some experiences, please write them down below. If you have some pros of being a single woman and I did not mention them in the video, let me know. We just talking, expressing. You know, your self-love leader is in the house, coming back, putting the gems on y'all. I know a lot of women, they get stressed out because, you know, their life isn't turning out the way they planned it. The timing is off and you need to hurry up and get married and blah, blah, blah. But I just wanted to give you guys some pros and cons to calm your anxiety down. Calm down. Because we think like it hasn't happened yet and you think God has forgotten about you. But did you ever stop to think that God is saving you for something?
1, 2, 3, bring your body to me.